Kara Zor-El will be making her return to the big screen in the film Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. The film will be a part of the new DC universe, taking place in Chapter 1 titled Gods and Monsters, led by James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Peter Safran, Aquaman. DC Studios will be resetting their franchise in a new direction that is heavily based on the comics that made the brand a household name in the first. With Superman set to mark the start of a new universe, it is only fitting that Superman's cousin will soon follow in his footsteps and continue his legacy. Here is something we know about the epic adventure Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Making her debut in Action Comics 252, Kara Zor-El, cousin of Kar-El, has been a staple of DC Comics since 1959. While her more famous relative was destined for greatness, Kara never wanted to be a hero. Her dream was to live a successful life on Arco City, but with Krypton's impending doom, Kara's parents put her in an emergency pod and sent her to Earth, the same planet as her infant cousin Kal-El. Kara rose Kara lost everything the day Krypton was destroyed, and then she woke up on Earth with the power of a deity. Unfortunately for Kara, things take an even weirder turn as she quickly discovers that she wakes up decades after Krypton imploded and her infant cousin is now over a decade older than her. Kara struggles to adapt to her new reality fully. While Clark was able to have a normal life, she witnessed the destruction of her planet and must grapple with that along with her new powers. This is a key difference between Superman and Supergirl, leading to a slew of unique stories starring the Girl of Steel. Kara eventually takes on the superhero mantle, leading to her becoming a member of the Justice League, a Red Lantern, and a part of the Legion of Superheroes. Supergirl's strength doesn't simply come from the Earth yellow sun, but also the strength found within. Woman of Tomorrow will adopt the Tom King graphic novel of the same name. In that story, Kara Zor-El travels across the galaxy to celebrate her 21st birthday with her loyal companion Crypto the Superdog. She ends up beating a young woman named Ruthie who is on a quest for revenge. She wants to hunt down the man who killed her father. Unfortunately, Kara is on a planet with a red sun, rendering her powerless. But that doesn't stop her from doing the right thing. Together, Ruthie and Kara travel across the galaxies to find the murderer and will take down anyone who stands in their way. Woman of Tomorrow is a character study of Kara Zor-El and shows her bravery, toughness, and also her insecurities, making it one of the most powerful stories to come from DC Comics over the last few years. You can check out this story by purchasing the graphic novel. Maybe previously, Supergirl was played by Helen Slater in the 1984 movie Supergirl. Over 3 decades later, Melissa Benoist took up the mantle in the CBS series, later moved to the CW Supergirl. Benoist would become the actor most associated with the character, having played her for nearly a decade and becoming a central figure in Arrowverse, alongside Stephen Amell's Green Arrow and Grant Gustin's The Flash. Most recently, The Flash and Supergirl teamed up once again on the big screen where Kara was played by Sasha Calle. Initially, 3 actresses had already tested for the role: Millie Alcock, Emilia Jones, McDonnelly auditioned for Supergirl, with Alcock being the one to don the cape moving forward. Joining Alcock in Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is Eve Redley as Ruthie, and Matthias has been cast as the film's villain. While the character has not been officially named, we can assume that Matthias plays a version of the graphic novel's Big Bad. On January 30, 2024, Gunn praised Alcock, saying, "Strangely, Millie was the first person I brought up to Peter for this role. Well over a year ago, when I had only read the comics, I was watching House of the Dragon and thought she might have the edge, grace and authenticity we needed for the DCU Supergirl, and now here we are. Life is wild sometimes." When describing when describing their version of Kara Zor-El, Gunn said, Superman was sent to the Earth and he was raised by incredibly loving parents, whereas Kara was in Krypton and she was a piece of the Krypton that drifted away from the planet and lived there for the first 15 years of her life, among a horrible situation where she watched everybody around her die. So she is a much harsher and more Supergirl than we have been used to this for. The latest addition to the film's cast is none other than Jason Momoa as Lobo. In the previous DC continuity, Momoa was famous for his role as Aquaman, starring in two solo outings in both cuts of Justice League. Since the launch of DC Studios and the rebooted continuity, this allows the actor to swap over to the rugged bounty hunter who will no doubt butt heads with our beloved Kryptonian. Momoa shared the news on Instagram with a simple post. Supergirl flies into the cinemas on June 26, 2026. The film will be the second film in the DCU and the third film under the DC Studios banner. Superman, a Christopher Reeve story, and James Gunn's Superman are the first films from the new studio. Pre-production on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is set to start in January 2025. Of course, James Gunn, Peter Safran, and Tom King are attached to the project. Craig Gillespie will direct the Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow film, and Gunn confirmed that Anna Nogueira had written the script. He posted on Threads praising her work, saying, "A hearty public welcome to Anna to the DC Studios family. Anna is an amazing writer whose screenplay adaptation of Woman of Tomorrow is above and beyond anything I hoped it would be. We are excited to be moving forward on this unique take on Supergirl in this beautiful star-spanning tale."